Hello, it is Sunday, and this is the start of a weekly reading vlog on a Sunday. I know, I don't even know why I call them weekly reading vlogs at the moment because I am ending these vlogs on any which day I choose at the moment, and they are not necessarily spanning a full week, but I'm starting today's vlog, this week's vlog, on a Sunday, which is still last week, or the current week for me. But the reason I'm starting this today is because I have a nice little day planned for myself, nothing too fancy, and I just thought it would be nice to vlog it. I feel in a vloggy mood, so I'm gonna take you along with me. So the plan for today is I am going to go on a walk really soon to this lovely big forested area near me. It's like an open walk route. There's lots of different routes you can go around, but there's so many trees and so much nature to be around, and I'm gonna go there and go for a walk, and then after that I'm going to drive to the garden centre because one of my plants has been slowly deteriorating, my Pachira plant, and I'm really sad about it, and I've been trying to revive it, but it's the kind of plant that once certain branches start to deteriorate and certain leaves start to fall off, it's not really gonna do much. So I'm gonna try and find a new Pachira plant, which makes me really sad because this plant was like the second plant I ever bought many years ago, and I don't think it's been happy in its environment, and it just makes me sad. I want all my plants to live happy lives, but this one is not doing too well, so I'm going to go and have a look and see if there are any more Pachira plants in the garden centre. And then later today I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream. I think I might stream Skyrim for the first time, which I have not done yet because I have not played it enough yet to truly know where I'm going with it, and I wanted to do that before streaming, but I think I just want to stream it now because I'm in the middle of a good quest and I think it would be fun to stream. So that's the plan for today. Book-wise, I am reading 2 books at the moment. I have got the Raven Boys on the go as an audiobook. I am over halfway through this and I am really enjoying it. I just love jumping back into this story. This is a reread for me, but I really enjoy all the talk about ley lines because I have lived on a ley line at various different points in my life and have always lived in an area that talks about that kind of thing and celebrates that kind of thing. And there's an area called Avebury which is similar to Stonehenge but on a grander, like in terms of size scale, because there's these huge stone circles that you can walk around that span across the whole village, and you can walk around the whole area and it's amazing. And I have always been there since I was a little kid. In fact, I think that when my mum was pregnant, that's where she went, or when she was trying to get something like that, was you can ask for something on one of the stones, you can put your hand to it and ask for something. And I think she asked for me, I think, which is kind of nice. So Avebury's always been somewhere really special to me, and there's various things in this book mentioned that I think linked to that area in England. There's a couple of things like white horses, and there's a lot of white horses chalked onto the side of the hills in Wiltshire, which is where Avebury is, and it just feels a bit special for me, so I'm really enjoying reading about it. Also, if you ever get a chance to go to Avebury, I would highly recommend it. I actually did a documentary in my first year of uni on it called The Stone Circles, and we got to interview one of the druids there, and it was just so interesting. It's such a stunning place. But anyway, that's my audiobook at the moment. And then I'm also reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which is an arc that I've been sent. This comes out in July, and this is about 2 people that meet when they are children in a hospital, bond over a shared love of gaming, and then they meet as adults, and I think they start a venture that ends up being a really successful video game of sorts. I'm really not far into this. I haven't been reading much over the weekend so far because I've just been quite busy, but I hope to maybe sit down and read a good chunk of this later today after I've streamed. Maybe watch a film. I don't know which one's going to win out, but I definitely want to get stuck into this because I've heard some really good reviews from the people that have read it so far. So that is my kind of mini TBR for the week. I'm hoping to get to a couple more books this week as well because this is the first week of Realmathon hosted by Covers with Cassidy, and I am so excited for this. It is a readathon based all around political fantasy and different prompts within that. It's not, you don't just have to read fantasy, but I'm not, well, the Raven Boys is fantasy, but Tomorrow is not. So I am very excited to be diving into this. I haven't done a readathon this year yet. I haven't done one for a while actually, so I'm buzzing. It's going to be really good fun, and I'm hoping to get to quite a few books this month if I can. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but that would be great. Also, not to get too heavy right at the start of this vlog and on a Sunday, but I want to quickly touch on something, and that is the kind of changes that everyone's been through over this pandemic and how that's affected us all. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to talk specifically about the pandemic, but I just wanted to have an open, honest conversation because I like that to be how this channel operates and how we can chat with each other. But recently I have been really reflecting on what my growth has looked like during this pandemic, and who I was at the start and who I am now. And like, not like in some big philosophical way, I'm still the same person, but obviously in the pandemic I've moved out of my family home. I have made changes to my life. I have worked my way up in my company and seen my career grow. I've seen my content grow. There's so many amazing things I have done in the past few years, and I think obviously the fact that we've been in this pandemic has completely changed the opportunities we've had available to them, whether that's restricted or grown depending on what those opportunities are. For example, for me, I don't know when I would have moved out if the pandemic hadn't have happened, because working from home allowed me to move to the location I've lived in, and also allowed me that reflection to think, okay, I enjoy being at home, but I think I'm kind of done now and I'm ready to move out. So it allowed me that, and I don't know when that would have happened, as an example. But I found a photo of myself. Basically, this all stemmed from me wanting to do something with my hair because I've been growing my hair for about 2 years now, and I get really bored really easily with my hair, so I change it quite a lot if I can in small little ways. And I normally have short hair. I am a short haired person in my head, but I've been growing my hair and I think it's just reached a point where it's not growing anymore. Like when I look at old videos from like 6 months ago or a year ago, it's not too different in length. Like 6 months ago, it's pretty much the same length. So I think it's kind of done. So I think I'm gonna cut it short again because it's only gonna grow longer, so why not? But I was looking at old pictures and videos just to see what kind of length and what kind of colouring I wanted. And I really liked the copper colouring when I started this YouTube channel, and the reason I didn't continue with that copper colouring is because in lockdown it was really hard to do it myself because the hairdressers were like bleaching and balayaging, and obviously the hairdressers weren't open during lockdown, so I couldn't maintain it myself. So I'd really love to do something like that. So I was looking at old photos and I found this photo of me in Rome, and it was in 2018. 2019 was a really weird year for me because my 5-year relationship ended at the start of the year, and I just felt like distraught. It was really difficult for me because I definitely did not see it coming and was expecting very different things from that relationship. But then after that, I went on to win my first award for my content, and I went away 3 times. I went on 2 holidays out of England, one to Scotland, so I wasn't going to say like completely out of the UK, but one to Cyprus and one to Scotland. And I also went to Germany with work, so I went away 3 times. I won an award, I did some really cool stuff, I went on some really cool events and things, and it was such a crap year, and then it became such a great year. And then 2020, the pandemic hit and everything changed, and those opportunities completely changed. And I was looking at this photo from 2018 when I was in Rome, and I just thought, I look so happy, I look so different, the clothes I'm wearing feel so much more me. And there was just so much about that photo that I was like, that is still who I am, yet I've just got lazy with things and that is not who I project anymore. And I was talking to Lauren from Fiction Tea and she was like, you know what, you've got to give yourself that grace period because we've been in a pandemic, everything has changed, you work from home now, you've got a different lifestyle, and I think all of those things were like completely true, and I just didn't really think about it. And the reason I'm putting it in this vlog is because there's so many things that have changed about everyone, and I want you guys to kind of hopefully watch this and not think, God, what the hell is she going on about? But hopefully see that everybody is experiencing this, whether it's that you no longer go and do this thing that you used to go and do, or you no longer feel this certain way, or you no longer enjoy this certain aspect. And I think that is very, very normal. And for me, there's certain things that I'm happy have changed, and there's certain things that I kind of want to go back to. I used to look after myself in a very different way, and I want to go back to doing that for my own mental health and physical health, because I have scoliosis and my back is really painful at the moment because I'm not doing the correct exercises for my back, and I've got lazy, and I need to do that because it hurts so much every day, and it's gonna hurt even if I do the exercises, but it's gonna be better. So I need to look after myself like I was in 2018. I guess I don't really know what the point of this is other than maybe almost holding myself accountable, and I've also been talking for far too long. But on the off chance that one of you watches this and thinks that's relatable, I agree, then you are not alone with this. And I think now that we're kind of seeing the other side of all of this in a certain aspect, I think I can look back on it a lot more and see like how much I've changed throughout and how much everything else has changed. So yeah, my conclusion is I want to look after myself a bit better the way I did in 2018 and and 2019. 2019 was great. And I want to feel a bit more me, because I just don't feel me at the moment. And I don't think that makes me feel too confident. And I think that comes across sometimes in my personal life, in my work life, probably in my content sometimes as well. What you guys don't see is me editing the crap out of everything because of the amount of times I feel I have to say a sentence to say it in like the right way, in the way that I want to say it, and like I can't ever articulate my words, and I think I have to re-edit everything on a simple sentence or nothing that should be said a million different times. But sometimes you see the start of a vlog and I've actually started that vlog like 10 times and I'm driving myself really into a state of irritation with it. And I think that that's all attached to the fact that I feel this lack of confidence. So I need to basically bring that confidence back, and I'm holding myself accountable with this video. What a start to the week. It's not even a new week yet. These are my Sunday revelations. Please can anyone tell me if this is at all relatable to you and if you're like, yeah, I get that feeling, I absolutely get that feeling, because it's, yeah, I don't even know. Welcome to the weekly reading vlog. I'm not going to let myself edit this out, even if it makes zero sense, and even if you're like, what are you preaching, Beth? It's just my thought process coming out of my head. There is nothing I've said now that I think like, I need to re-say that, I need to say it a different way, I need to edit that. This is staying in the vlog. But here's the books I'm reading, and I'm gonna go now to this foresty walk before it gets clouded over, because it's quite sunny at the moment, although cold, sunny but cold. And then I'm gonna go to the garden centre and hopefully find a new Pachira plant. Not coming across Pachira plants as often as I was in the past, so I don't know if I'm gonna be successful. But if I don't find a Pachira, I just want something like taller, because it takes up a certain area in my room that I want that height. So that's the goal. Deep philosophical conversation over. But I'm going to be more confident in myself, and I'm going to be the self that I want to be, so get ready to see that in videos. And this isn't going to be the kind of thing where I just tell you I'm doing it so I don't actually have to do it. Like, I'm going to tell you and then I'm going to show you, maybe. I'm going to go for a walk now and stop this like sticking in my own head thing, but hi. Happy Sunday! What a long introduction this has been. I've been talking for way too long. Philosophical Beth is back again for like 5 seconds, but something I forgot to say then that I did want to say is I think when we're all surrounded by online media so much with all this content, especially during the pandemic, it's been a lot of what we've consumed. I think there can be a real tendency to compare yourself to what you were seeing online and who you were seeing online, and in that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can lose a bit of yourself in that, I think, and it is very easy to get swept up in all of that, in that comparison. And I think that is something I wanted to talk about briefly as well, and how you kind of go about reclaiming that sense of self and stop that comparison, because it's not good for anybody. You are you, you are unique, you are fantastic. I'm gonna go for a walk now. I promise, it's happening. You'll all be thrilled to hear I actually managed to make it on my walk route. No more philosophical talks, just walks. Oh, they're right. I'm just taking a bench break, and there's a family somewhere in the forest over there. I don't know if you can hear them. It's 2 kids and a mum and a dad, and they're singing the Bear Hunt song because they just had to go through like really thick mud, and now they've gone down a route that they have no idea where it leads, and the dad's openly been like, I don't know where this goes, I don't even know if this is going to loop us back to where we want to be, but we'll go down it. And they're just singing the Bear Hunt song for every obstacle they come across, and I can just hear them, and it's so cute. But currently my view is this, which is pretty amazing. This is a 5-minute drive from where I live, so I'm very thankful. And it's just nice to kind of ground myself a little bit and just be in this kind of environment outside for a little bit, because I do my walks every day, but they're always to the same, like 4 or 5 different spots. So it's really nice to come somewhere a bit different. I'm enjoying it. It's really nice. I'm gonna just sit and be quiet for a little bit and absorb it. I have 2 choices at the moment. I either walk down this hill and up the other side, you can see the steps there, and then go around here, and I think the car park is like a mile that way, or I walk on this flat ground here and go back. So I'm going to pick the more difficult route that's probably going to wear me out, and watch me regret this. Also, it's not lost on me that this is such a beautiful landscape, and yet there are these telephone poles that just follow the whole route down. It's still beautiful, but yeah, it's I sent my friends a photo, and one of them said it's like being in the Shire with modern tech. So yeah, I'm gonna head down this way. Let's see how quickly I regret the hill. Okay, that genuinely looks so much worse from up there. I think the climb down was steeper than the climb up, so I did it, yay! I returned to my car. Next stop, the garden centre. I just did an hour walk today, but it's getting a little bit grey. It looks like it's about to start raining, and I'm not quite dressed for the rain. Also, I do want to be able to fit in the garden centre and a stream later. So just an hour, but that was such a nice walk. I got completely lost towards the end, but then I saw the fleck of yellow through the trees and it was my car. So that's a benefit of having a bright yellow car. And now I'm going to head off to the garden centre and hopefully find myself a Pachira plant. Okay, I'm back home and I got some plants. Well, I got 2 plants. I got this instead of a Pachira. I couldn't find one. Actually, that's a really bad example. Those leaves aren't doing too good, but I got this. It's tall and bushy and it's good. If I can't find a Pachira, this is a good substitute. I have no idea what it's called. Actually, hang on. I think it says it here. Dipsis. There we go. So that's plant number 1. And then these ones are already all here. And then I got this one, which kind of looks like a lettuce. This one doesn't have its name on the label, it just says it's Air So Pure, so that's good for my bedroom. But yeah, this is the second plant I got, and I've just popped it on top of my... I don't even know what genre this is. This is kind of dark academia meets mystery meets books about books. I don't know. Anyway, plant 1, plant 2, and all these other plants. This is just becoming an overpopulated plant shelf quite quickly. Hello, don't really know what this angle is, but we're going with it. It's Monday and I've just finished work. I need to go to a food shop, very exciting, but today has been one of those days. I have had so much to do today. I only managed to take my lunch break at like 3:30, which I finish at 4:30, so pretty close, but I needed to go on a walk because I've just been staring at my computer all day and sat right here, so I do need to get up and move soon. But I've had so many things going on. I'm off in the week of Easter, so the 18th, for a week, and I'm just trying to get everything prepped for that as well, but I have loads of tasks that are coming in this week and just so many design files and things as well on top of everything. But the perks of having design files to do with my job is that I was able to listen to a bit more of my audiobook because I don't need to read anything for design files. I'm just making the designs so I can listen, which is great because I'm now up to chapter 34, page 328, and I'm just remembering how good this book is. There's so much I'd forgotten about this book, and I'm really excited to continue on with the series. I'm going to start the next one as soon as I finish this. One of the things I think I enjoy so much about this is it's in a fantasy setting, but not really the way that you kind of are used to it, and it's like it's established that we have this spiritual magic system going on, but we haven't really seen how that operates exactly, and it's kind of almost questioned, and we don't know for sure if it's definitely there or not. And I really enjoy the way this book explores that. I think it's quite unique in the way it does that. So I nearly finished this. I haven't read much more of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, but I will be reading a bit more of that tonight because I'm doing Patreon reading sprints. So I'm gonna go do a food shop. I've not written a list. Don't know if that's a dangerous idea. I mean, I know it's a dangerous idea, but yeah, I don't really know what I want. I can't be bothered to write a list. I just want to go. Just want to go, get out of the way, come back, cook some dinner, do some Patreon sprints, and just chill because I am tired today. I don't know why I woke up so tired. I had 9 hours sleep. I think maybe I had too much sleep. I don't know. I woke up feeling horrendous, so that was fun. Anyway, hi, how are we all doing? And I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. I felt like I had such a good day yesterday that set me off well, and the fact that I know this is my last full week before I have time off, because next week there is the bank holiday for Friday for Easter, so I only have a 4-day working week next week, so I am excited for some time off. This will be my first of the year, and I'm just not really doing anything specific with it, but I'm just really excited to have the break, so that would be really good. And yeah, I'm gonna go buy food now without a list, and potentially feeling a bit hungry at the same time. It's a good combination, it really is. Okay, so gonna be real with you guys. I was starting to get a little bit worried with this book that despite the beautiful writing and despite the potential for the story, that it just wasn't going to be for me, because I just felt like as much as I was enjoying it, I wasn't getting into it. I didn't feel like I was fully absorbing myself in the story. So I've just been reading my Patrons for the last 2 hours, and I can successfully say I have read a decent amount. I'm 120-30 pages in now, and I feel like I'm actually immersed in the story. I can see where it's going. The game is being designed, and reading about it from different perspectives is really interesting, and seeing what goes into designing a game like that is a whole other world for me of things that I have never really looked into or knew too much about before, and I am really enjoying it. So I'm good. I'm there now. I am there. Yeah, did 2 hours of Patreon sprints. Normally do longer for Patreon sprints, but myself and everyone on the sprints today was absolutely knackered, so we decided to do shorter sprints. But I'm going to go get ready for bed now, and I'm going to watch episode 5 of Bridgerton. I'm watching the series so slowly, not through any other reason than I just do not have the time at the moment. I am so busy with so many things, so I'm going to sit down and chill for the evening and do that. It's a plan. But yeah, successful Monday. Nearly finished The Raven Boys as well. It's a good reading day. It's a busy work day, but it's a good reading day. Hello! I have book mail to unbox. Very, very excited about this. This is a pre-order of a book that I received as an ARC and have been lucky enough to read early, and it was one of my most anticipated releases, so now very excited to have a finished copy. Very excited to show you what that book is. I also have another book to unbox, but we'll get onto that one in a minute. So for now, book books came in the mail. Hey, let's open it up. This is a finished copy of Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. This is such a good book. If you haven't heard me raving about this, it follows an art heist as these students have been enlisted to take back pieces of art that belonged to China originally and have been taken by Western museums and galleries, and they are basically tasked with taking this art back, and it is so good for so many reasons. I actually talk about this in a video that will have gone live by now. I talk about this in my Saturday video for the weekend that I filmed in my lunch break that you'll have seen already, because this will be live on a Monday and that'll have been live on a Saturday. But anyway, the finished copy is here. I'm very excited. I really love the cover of this as well. It's quite striking. It's definitely something that if I didn't know about already, I would pick up in a bookshop to have a look at. But yet also very minimalistic, and I'm very excited that I can pop this on my shelves now alongside the ARC. Okay, this next bit of book mail, I don't even want to show you the box because I don't want to ruin this for anybody if you want this to be a surprise, so I'm just going to give you a warning now. I have got the adult Fairy Loot book only box, and I am very excited to unbox this to see what this looks like, but also the box itself is very pretty. So if you don't want to see what this box, what are words? This book or box looks like, I'm going to put a timestamp here. If you head to that, or here, there's gonna be a timestamp on the screen. If you head to that, that'll be when I've stopped talking about this book. But are you ready? Ample warning. I'm getting the book out. I'm gonna show you the box. Here it comes. Look at that box. How stunning is this box? It's so pretty. Let's see what's inside. So I do know what book this is already. This is going to be a Fairy Loot exclusive edition of the Atlas 6, which I did read. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. There was a lot in it that I was like, eee, and wasn't a big fan of, as I spoke about in my reading vlog at the time for it. However, I did end up buying myself the finished Waterstones edition because that was very pretty. So I've been kind of suckered in by the beauty of the book. I still can't decide what I think about it. It started so well and then it just kind of went somewhere else. But anyway, let's see what this edition looks like. We have a little theme card here. So this is a Dark Academia themed box. Okay, they have flipped the colours, which I love. They have done kind of, is it whitey cream or is that the lighting in here? Is it just white? It's kind of, it's got gold on it, it's white, it's got the black sprayed edges with the stencil of the little dagger here, and it's just very, very pretty. I prefer this one actually to the Waterstones edition. I think I like the colour. I can't tell if it's white or cream. I think it's cream, which I quite like. Let's have a look under the dust jacket. All the end pages. And I assume the back ones are going to be different. It's so pretty. Oh, it's very pretty. Fairy Loot just do so well with these editions. I'm so pleased they're doing an adult book subscription because that is just right up my street. I'm very excited about the future books they're going to be doing, but this one is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to put it down now. We shall be gone with spoilers for this book, but that is a very, very, very pretty edition. There we go, I am done. Right, it is now after work. It's 5:05. I have a little bit of time. I'm going to do a stream later, but I'm going to just chill for like an hour or so before then, have some dinner, watch a bit of How I Met Your Mother. I've got 2 episodes left of Bridgerton and oh my gosh, I love this show. I have not felt like this for a show that isn't a Marvel show for a while. It's just so good. The way the music blends in with everything and the tense, angsty romances, the slow burn, steamy romances that they have. It's just so good. I have now bought the first book on Kindle. I'm getting a bit of a Kindle collection together for my holiday, so I've got a lot of choice. I don't intend to read everything I've bought on Kindle when I'm away on holiday, but I wanted to get a decent amount of choice in there because I just don't know what I'm going to want to read when I'm there. So I thought I'd buy Bridgerton book 1. I might buy book 2 as well because I've heard they're quite quick and easy reads. But I just can't stop thinking about this show. I love this romance in season 2. I loved season 1, but season 2 is just so, so, so good. I love Kate. I think she is absolutely fantastic. She's such a cool character. So yeah, a lot of praise for Bridgerton. Really loving it. Hello, it is Wednesday. I am very pleased about this because whilst I have had a really busy week, I feel like it's gone relatively fast. Maybe. Hopefully I don't jinx that and it suddenly goes really slow for Thursday and Friday, but we should be all good. Quite looking forward to the weekend because I'm going to a wedding and it's just something a bit different to do, so that'll be fun. But currently I am on Patreon reading sprints. Like, well, obviously I'm talking to you right now, but we're in the middle of a sprint at the moment, but I wanted to come and give you a quick update with my reading plans for the night. So this is what I'm currently reading still, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm this far in. However, I'm just not fancying it at the moment. I don't know why, I don't really know what I'm fancying, but this is really good and I can see that, and I can see that I am really enjoying it. However, it's a bit slower than I think what I'm in the mood for, and also it just isn't, not that it's difficult writing to read, it's not like that at all, but it's not the easy fun style I want at the moment, and I'm definitely getting a fun experience reading this, but I don't know if I fancy it at the moment. So I'm a little bit torn with it because I will definitely be continuing to read it, but I'm just gonna read potentially 2 of the books tonight that are not full length like novels like this one is. They're shorter books, graphic novels and short story adaptation-y things. I'll show you in a second. So yeah, I'm just gonna temporarily put this one to the side for the evening because also I'm doing Realmathon and this is my first week and I just want to give myself a little bit of a boost. I've nearly finished The Raven Boys, so that'll be 1 book finished, and if I can do these 2 as well, that'll be 2 bits finished, but let me show you what 2 I'm actually going on about. So the first one I'm going to try and read tonight is Fence Volume 4. This is on my TBR for the month and is taking off, I think, where the 3rd book left off, so I'm really excited to dive back in here because I can actually somehow still remember how the 3rd book ended, which is good because usually when I'm reading a sequel I have to have some kind of refresher. But this one is a fun graphic novel series following a group of people who are all trying to get onto the fencing team at their boarding school, and there's some rivalry going on. I think there's going to be some enemies to lovers going on as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing that unfolding. So this is the first book I'm going to read. Hopefully I can read this in the first 1 to 2 sprints that we'll be doing. And I also intend to read this little guy. This is Galatea by Madeline Miller. Galatea, I need to actually check that. This is a short story. It's very, very diddy, and the writing on the page is also doesn't even take up the full page, so I get the impression this one is going to be quite a quick read. This is a retelling of a classic that I really don't know too much about, but I obviously have this one on my TBR for whatever month we are in. April. I have this one on my April TBR as well. So both of these are kind of the shorter options I put on my TBR to give myself a little bit of a boost for being able to finish the books. So that's the plan for the evening. I will let you know if I achieve it. Fingers crossed I will. I'm sure it should be achievable because we normally do like 2 to 3 40 to 45 minute sprints, so that's quite a decent amount of reading time. And then I will go back to tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, because then I feel like I have 2/3 once I finish the Raven Boys, which will hopefully be tomorrow, books under my belt. It's a good start to the month. It's a good start to hopefully to the reading vlog. Well, not start, I mean, we're in the middle of the reading vlog, but hopefully there's going to be some books finished in this vlog, because I feel like it's been a while since I finished more than 1 book or 1 to 2 books in a vlog, so I might be setting myself unrealistic goals, but there we go. I am consciously trying to slow down my reading a little bit and not feel like I have to read a million books every 5 seconds, because I think when you create content online and talk about books a lot, it can be easy to fall into that hole, because you know, the more books I read, the more books I can talk to you guys about, the more books I can create content about on multiple platforms, and it just makes sense. However, sometimes those books just fall out of my head, or I feel like I have to finish one that I'm really loving and would normally take longer with, so I can just move on to the next book, and I want to appreciate them all individually as works of art. So that's my intention with slowing down my reading. I'm definitely doing that, but sometimes I just want to get through every single book I own and I want to then speed it back up again. It comes in ebbs and flows, and at the moment I just fancy reading a couple of shorter books. So that is my plan for the night. I'm going to get back to my sprints now, and I will update you on how I do. Hello, it is some hours later since I last spoke to you, and I have many reading updates. So I set out to read these 2 on sprints, and I was definitely able to achieve that. I read Fence Volume 4 first, and I've since realised that Volume 5 is not out, and apparently there's no word of it coming out. This was written in 2020 or published in 2020, and Volume 5 is not in the bookiverse yet. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I just like these storylines. They're very fun, cute and cozy and wholesome, whilst at the same time offering a kind of competitive spirit. But I don't know why they never broach into the 4 to 5 star category. I think probably because I don't often go for sports books, and the sports side of things I'm not as interested in, but I like the competitive side, and I like the angsty enemies to lovers type of vibe that we have going on. So those are the things I do really enjoy with it. But I like this. It was a good sequel, good continuation on. They all just feel like one massive story because they are literally just chapters continuing on from each other. But this was really good fun, and brings me up to my first book read for Realm of the Readathon. I used this one to increase our team's magic points. Then I also read Galatea, which is a strange little short classic retelling, and just it wasn't long enough for me to properly feel like I could rate it. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars, which I've seen quite a few other people give it as well. That's what it came out as on CawPile. I think that if this would have been longer, it might have come out quite a bit higher, because I did quite enjoy what was happening in this. We kind of had a questioning role from the woman in this as to why things were happening to her, and she was a stone sculpture that becomes a woman, so there was also like her adapting to life and what she wanted from life, and it was an interesting read. It was interesting. It was very fleeting, very quick read. I read this in half an hour, I think. It's under 50 pages, and the pages, I think, did I already show you this? The pages are not like full length anyway, so yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I like Madeline Miller's writing style. I just had the weirdest moment. I was just about to tell you about this book, and then I could hear this really weird squeaking, hissing sound in my kitchen, and realised that there was a bottle I'd put down to go out in the recycling, that the air had got trapped in like the lid or something, and it was just making these weird noises. That was creepy. Anyway, this book, I also managed to read 30 or 40 pages of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and I think breaking it up with reading those two other books kind of helped me a little bit, because I think I was feeling like I wanted to get a bit of a better head start into Realmathon in week 1, and now I'm 2 books in for the month and for Realmathon, so I think that helped alleviate the pressure a little bit, because as I said, I am liking this. I just didn't really feel like it was quite the right time necessarily. However, that doesn't stop the fact that I am enjoying it, and I think maybe it's one of those books where if I didn't read it now, I wouldn't get to it anytime soon, if you guys know that kind of feeling. So it was never in question as to whether I was going to keep reading this or not, because I am liking it. I just wasn't really sure timing wise, but I am continuing it. I am nearly halfway, kind of. I'm 167 pages in now, so I think it was like 130 something, so I've got a little bit more progress made, and I am enjoying it. We've just kind of moved on to like the next stage of their lives. I really enjoy it when books follow through an actual life timeline, something like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo does, where we see the main character go from being a young adult, or in this case children, and then up through their years and through their career and their success and their lives and their downfalls as well. And it's just really interesting to see the story be told like that. So I am really liking that aspect of this as well. And I think I wasn't sure if we were going to go down that route or if we were going to go between flashbacks and stuff, but I think it's becoming quite clear that we are going to go down that route. So yay. So that's my reading for the night. I'm gonna go get ready for bed now and then just chill for the rest of the night. I might do a face mask or something, a little bit of self-care, get my skin all prepped for this wedding that I'm going to on Saturday. And I bought pink eyeliner for the wedding as well. My top it's an interesting top. It's a bodysuit, and then it has like a boob slit thing, and then it's got like a halter-neck top to it, but it's got these pink, purple, blue and white stripes that kind of weave into each other. It's the kind of thing I would see in my head, I'd see as like an 80s jumpsuit that you wear with leg warmers to do a workout or something. But it's definitely not the kind of thing I normally wear. I don't really own anything pink. In fact, I don't think I own anything pink. Have you guys seen me in anything pink? I have like 2 tops, I think, in pink. Watch me wear something pink tomorrow. And I just tried this on in the shop because it was a bodysuit and I had some loose trousers to go with it. And my mum and the shop assistant were like, oh my God, it looks so good on you. You should totally get this. So I was like, okay. Cool. So I bought some pink eyeliner to do something jazzy with my eyeliner. And I don't know if I showed you my nails, but I got my nails done. Is it going to focus? There we go. Credit to my nail artist, because these are completely free-handed abstract patterns. I don't know how well focused that actually is, but I was going to go for something that matched the top for the wedding and just thought, sod it. Let's just do something fun. And yeah, I'm going to look like a mess of patterns, but I'm ready for it. So yeah, gonna prep the old skin, get ready. Also, I like the way that Pikachu's just climbing into frame here in the corner of this shot. Anyway, I'm gonna go do all of these things. So lost with what day of the week it is. I feel like it shouldn't be Thursday tomorrow. I feel like it should be Wednesday tomorrow, which is a kind of good approach. This is my last full working week before we have a bank holiday on Friday next week, and then I have the week off. So I'm very happy if that's my brain stance for this week. But yeah, I'm gonna go do those. I don't know why we're finger gunning, but I've accidentally made this a very long vlog. Hello, it is Thursday, and I have actually exported the footage from this vlog onto my laptop and done a little bit of editing in my lunch break today, and yeah, it's quite a long one. So I hope that you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope that what I spoke about at the start, which I have edited that part, I hope that that made some sort of sense. I just wanted to share it in the hope that it resonated with one person, and one person could think, yeah, I feel like that too. So hopefully it did that. I have reading updates. I have finished another book. I have finished The Raven Boys. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, so I am nothing if not consistent with how I've been enjoying the series, because that is what I rated this the first time around that I read it. So I am now going to be continuing on with The Dream Thieves. Is it that? Yes, The Dream Thieves? I think that's it. I should know, I have already started it as an audiobook. I've been doing lots of design tasks at work today, so I've been able to just have my headphones in listening to audiobooks, which is why I was able to finish this. But I've listened to about an hour so far of The Dream Thieves. Enjoying it at the moment. I'm pleased that this one is fresh in my mind, so I don't have to constantly be like, and who is that and what are they doing? Although I find when I'm listening to audiobooks, I do think that a little bit more, because it's very different for me to see the words and the names of people written down and retain it differently to when I listen to it. So I do find, whilst it doesn't hinder my enjoyment, I think my retention of character names and place names and things is slightly better when I'm physically reading something. Does anyone else get like this? Please let me know if you also find this, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 stars. Very intrigued to continue on with this series and see where this goes, and finally finish another series that I've been in the middle of for what feels like absolutely ages. I have not read too much more of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, but I have moved over to part 3 now, so we're now in a different location, which is exciting because I feel like this mixes it up a little bit and gives the variety, because I think I was saying yesterday about how this is stemming throughout a life of these people and we're seeing them go through the stages of their career at the moment. So we've now switched location, which is cool, and I am really liking it, and hopefully we'll be able to read a little bit more of that later tonight. I am going to be doing a stream tonight, I think. Haven't fully decided, but I think I'm going to. I really want to go for a walk soon, but the weather is doing that thing when it's really, really bright sun, but also raining and also really windy, which is confusing. It has slowly stopped raining, so I might go out quickly now. I don't know how successful that is going to be. So I'm going to wrap this vlog up here because I'm not going to get any more books finished for this week because I'm at a wedding all day Saturday, so I'm barely going to have time to read then. Tomorrow after work I'm heading back to my family home so that we can then go to the wedding on Saturday morning. And I'm just going to give myself like a bit of a makeup free day tomorrow, I think. Whilst I am still working my daytime job, I just kind of want to have like a chilled Friday because this week has been incredibly busy. Also, side note before I go, this book, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, is a part of a line in a Hamilton song, and every single time I see this cover I have to sing that Hamilton song in my head every single time. So yeah, I feel like I need to share that just in case any of you have seen the cover and thought the same thing. Please let me know because it is a real earworm in my head. Every time I pick this book up and every time I just see it on my coffee table, I'm like, okay, the song's going around again in my head for like the millionth time this day. Also, I have a new thumbnail for this vlog and I just wanted to share that because I'm quite pleased with it. I wanted for the vlogs to show multiple different images rather than just like the one standard thumbnail of me, just so I can give you like a little sneak preview as to what's going to be in the vlog, and I quite like how it's turned out, so let me know if you like the new thumbnail style. I've taken away the weekly of the reading vlog, like it's no longer a weekly reading vlog, it's now just a reading vlog, because I started this one on a Sunday, but also I like the idea that I don't have to constrict myself by doing a full week or a Monday to whatever day I end up ending the vlog on, and potentially it could become like a weekend vlog or it could be just a day vlog or something, depending on what kind of thing I think I can create that week. So I thought that might be quite good fun. But I am going to wrap it up now, it's happening. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, comment down below what you have been reading this week, subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, and you can also find my Patreon link down below for lots more content. It has definitely stopped raining now, so I am going to go out for a walk before it picks up again and before I have to do a stream. I will catch up with you next week. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.